Good.
Shalom. This is the class for the Passover, and we're gonna go right into it. And I want to go into second Ezra, the 15th chapter. And if we got time, we'll go on to second Ezra, the 16th chapter, and whatever precepts come to mind, y'all know the deal. So y'all ready?
Con.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. And you're gonna be over here, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You over here.
Can somebody sit over here and watch the cameras?
I got 2 Ezra 15.
All right, go ahead.
2 Ezra 15:1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord."
What year is it? This is the year of prophecy, right? What's today's date?
7th, March 7th.
March 7.
March 7, 2020, the year of prophecy. So it says, speak thou in the ears to my people the words of prophecy. So the main thing we're supposed to be focusing on is prophecy, right? That's right. Go ahead, read it again.
2 Ezra 15:1. "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. And cause them..."
So the Most High will put the words of the prophecies in whose mouth? The prophets. So the prophets got to be here. If we're out here and we're reading out of Revelation, Daniel, all these different books, prophetic books, manual, but we go on the whole script. But we deal with the prophecies. Ezekiel, Daniel the second chapter, Daniel 7th chapter, Daniel the 9th chapter, Daniel the 12th chapter. All right, go ahead. And since I said Daniel, somebody go to Daniel 12 and start from the top. Go ahead.
Amos 3:7. "Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. The lion hath roared, who will not fear? The Lord power hath spoken, who can but prophesy?" So the Lord, before he makes a move, he reveals his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. And they go out and they speak, and then the words of the Lord take hold of whatever empire or kingdom is in rulership at that time. In this case, it's America, which are the Edomites, which is the last empire.
Which they're bugging out because they know it's the truth, but they can't, let it sit in their spirit that they're going down.
Right.
That's why these Edomites be coming up to a lot of camps.
Yeah.
Once they find out where you are, they always come out and they act like they're passing by. No, they be watching you on YouTube.
Yep.
Then they say, "I'm gonna confront these guys because they're going off." Because they want us to say the right Edomites can't make it. They know that the Edomites. Go ahead.
I got a quick precept. Daniel
Go ahead.
2:22. Daniel 2:22. "He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him."
I got one real quick. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 6, verse 5. "Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth."
Give me Isaiah 58:1.
Isaiah chapter 58:1. It says, "Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins."
Yep. And give me 1 Corinthians 14:1.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 1. "Follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that you may prophesy."
It's all about prophecy. We're in the time of prophecy. This is the year of prophecy.
All
right.
Scripture say, "Cover to prophesy."
Cover the prophesy. Yep.
And the other precept that I have which is here in Revelation chapter 19 and 10. It says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy." And this is why you see these things happening right now. What you're witnessing in the earth is the Most High's words taking effect. Taking hold of the earth, because it's time for the Lord to visit the earth. That's what he said. In the last days, I'm going to show these tokens when I'm about to take this place down. You're going to have the uproars of the people. You're going to have famine. You're going to have pestilence. You're going to have different things happening around the earth, showing you that the Most High's words are taking effect. Because plantation Christianity has been here for what? 400 years or plus? And what
Plus.
prophecies have
When
they?
Christopher Columbus came over here, he brought Christianity.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright?
So what prophecies that they've been speaking about are happening? They don't even speak about prophecies, you know. But ever since the truth, from what they call One West, the prophets that have been out here speaking, these things are actually taking place. You know, the financial crisis, you know, the demoralization of America, you know, as far as these homosexuals and lesbians, you know, the just in general, these famines that are happening, you know, and everything that we've been speaking about, going back to the elders before us, everything is happening right now. Now, Elder Pastor Torah said years ago, High Priest Ariah used to say that Habakkuk, the second chapter, those things weren't happening right now. But it said at the end it shall speak and not lie. So they're speaking loud and clear.
Oh, the main prophecy, Esau being revealed. So-called white man being exposed, man.
Yeah, son of
You
perdition.
know, because his power was hiding.
Yeah.
It's like Cain, right? Cain hid, right? So this so-called white man, he's being exposed as Cain. He's being exposed as the wicked.
That's
He's
Esau.
being exposed as Esau, Edom.
The wicked.
Yeah, but
liar.
to us, they didn't know nothing about Edomites, the term Edomites and Esau. We were the ones that brought that up, you know?
Yeah. And the Apostle Paul said that more than 2,000 years ago. He said that man of sin be revealed.
Revealed.
So we're in that time, man, where this man of sin, which is you so-called white people, you're the men of sin. You're the wicked. And you're the wicked because the Most High made you to be the wicked. He created you to be the wicked. There's nothing you can do about it. It's like we always say, this is the Heavenly Father's movie. He's the Apostle Elder Torah said it. He's the ultimate director. This is his movie. Your part is to play the wicked. That's your part.
And the world is unto him. I was in Isaiah the 47th chapter. Lift up thy leg, lift up the skirt,
You can add to that.
and cover the locks.
Amos 3 and 7.
I can
Talking about the
Isaiah
prophets.
47.
Yeah, go ahead, no, go ahead.
That's why I had that too on deck.
Oh, well, there you
No,
go.
go ahead, well, you bring it up, man. I had it on deck, man.
Hey man, it's like
But I told him Amos 3 and 7.
it's the same story over and over again in different scriptures. You
Yeah.
know, it's the same storyline told over and over again in the scriptures, but it's just told in different symbolisms depending on what chapter you're going to. Or
In
what
different
book.
styles.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Mark wrote different from Luke.
Yep.
Luke wrote different from
Matthew.
John. Yeah, they all had their own same
But it was
spirit.
all the same.
But it's
same.
all the same message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's why Esau can't get it.
Yeah.
Because Esau likes textbooks, you know,
Yeah.
chapter 1 and chapter 2.
Yeah.
That's how women like it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
That's why women link with Esau.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. They live with Esau. boy.
Sure
Yeah.
do.
In the law, it says in the
More
mouth
than you can know.
in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses,
More than you know.
in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word shall be established.
Right.
So that's why the apostles had each of
That's
them.
why we don't have women in our congregation, man.
Come.
We love it that way.
Yeah, you don't see no woman
They
in
can
the
watch
Passover.
videos, but they better be careful. They better be careful on the comment board.
Yeah.
They'll get cut off.
All they bring is
You
confusion.
should just be quiet,
We
man.
A
learned
lot
that
of
years
men
ago.
been confusing too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
I got a quick
We,
one.
we learned that years ago that these women,
Yeah.
they bring nothing but
You
confusion.
don't see us bringing our women to the Passover like back in the days.
Well, they can go to ISCPK Passover. That's the commercial Passover. man.
Good on you. Get up the tab.
I got a buzzy.
He ain't picking up the tab this year. That's for damn sure. That's why he's inviting everybody. He's having money.
Yeah.
St. John 3 and 8.
Damn sure he picking up the tab this year. Too many more. Go ahead.
The wind
You
blowing.
gotta have them small, humble Passovers like us, like the Howard Shire had.
Right?
Yeah,
right.
It's only him and 12 others, man. One of them was a devil.
Yeah,
right,
yeah, that's right,
It
man.
wasn't Esau either.
Yeah.
That's right, that's
That's
right.
right.
You don't like to be a devil too.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the proof.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
That's
that's
the proof. I think
Well,
you
he
prove
said that.
Jake. He called the wicked scribes and Pharisees. Give me that, John 8:44.
Yeah, oh,
Well,
I
he
was
said
in my
that.
mind.
Well, yeah, how should I say? He said, have I not chosen you 12?
And one of you
you
was
is the
One
devil.
is the damn devil.
Yeah.
Well, he said he called Peter the devil too.
He
Yeah.
called Peter the devil. Yeah. Yeah.
St. John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the
Well,
beginning.
now, if I may say, he was talking about niggas, or he was talking to niggas But who was he? Realistically, people always say, well, why does I say the white man's the devil? Really, he was talking about the white man because he was talking about niggas, but then he was talking to niggas, but he was alluding to Esau.
Yeah, because they were acting just like Esau.
Because father go back to Cain. Because when he
They were
tells,
set up by the Roman authorities.
That's right.
why he called him, you have your father.
you have your father, the devil. So people have been asking us, going back to the 90s, where did it say in the Bible the white man's the devil? John 8:44. Yahweh Shai told you he was alluding to the white man, saying the white man's the devil. So yes, the Bible calls the white man the devil. Yahweh Shai himself said the so-called white man was the goddamn devil. Because he was talking to wicked evil niggas, he called them the devils, and you have your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. Like the wicked 2/3 of our people, they do the bidding in the will of Esau. Okay, go ahead, brother.
It says, he was a murderer from the beginning.
Which alluding back to Cain,
Yep.
because Cain was that same spirit of the devil.
No more handshakes, brother.
Okay.
Coronavirus.
Cain was that. Cain
Either the
was really the first, as we said,
Wait a minute,
like
was not Cain a man?
he was a man.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
Like Hafiz Ariel said, Cain was technically the first white man, right? Because the Most High plagued him with the leprosy after he killed Abel, but he was that same spirit, that wicked, evil spirit of Esau, the devil, man. Okay?
Yeah, I got a precept
Yeah.
dealing with Cain. 1 John 3:12. Well, let me start at 11. For this is the message that ye have heard from the beginning, that we should love one another, not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, which the word Cain means weapon.
Uh-oh.
In
That wicked
the
one.
Hebrew, in the Hebrew, the word for Cain is quayam, which means weapon. And that's the blessing that Esau received. Go in the book of Genesis, it tells you the blessing Esau received, which is the blessing of the weapon. The sword.
Or his technology.
Yeah.
Remember that shit when we had the video, man, back in the 90s once again, and we had the video. The Panama Deception, remember that video? Pretty sure Apostle Dog, you might still have a lot of them old videos.
They were using lasers. It might be
Lasers.
on YouTube.
And that was in the 80s. That was in the 80s.
Good documentary, man.
Yeah.
They were experimenting with lasers on Panama, people of Panama, and they said there was a family of 4 that was in the car, and they hit it with a laser, and the car and everybody in there melted, man.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
they dealing with lasers, man. You know what they tapped into? They tapped into the Most High technology, because the Most High deals with lasers.
Yeah.
You know, beams of light. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody get me right quick to show you that the Lord is dealing with lasers. Give me 2nd Ezra 13.
Well, to back up Elder Apostle Hall, that's why King David said, deliver me from the wicked, which is thy sword. The power that Esau has, really, that's the power of the Heavenly Father, who was
That's a bad
on the left-hand
scripture.
side.
He was called for. 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, that's what the fire issued out.
Out of his hand,
Concentrated fire.
out of his mouth,
Yeah.
out of his command, laser technology, right? You know,
Hey, the 10 Commandments are written with the finger of the Most High.
that's it.
Laser beam.
Concentrated fire.
Yeah.
Second Ezra chapter 13, verse 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
That man is Yahweh Shai, our big brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, baby.
And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth.
Apostle Dog, what man?
Yeah.
You gotta get all the meat. You gotta, as he turned to look, everything, the laser beams, everything he was like aiming at was crumbling. 'Cause he was
War of the
hitting.
Worlds,
Yeah.
the sabers came out, and
Yeah.
they knew that they were
Yeah.
going to die, and all of a sudden lasers came out, and
Yeah.
them people were disintegrated. They turned into dust.
Yeah.
That's the scripture's going to say.
Good, good.
This is going to happen to you, Esau.
Yes.
To disappoint you, God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It says, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice. Like as the earth felleth when it filleth with fire. And that showing you was the fire, the lasers.
Yeah, his
And that-
voice, that's a metaphor for the laser.
That's right. Yep. That's right.
Well, you always speak
Like
about
Apostle John said, War of the Worlds.
voice.
Or like Independence Day. Shoo, shoo, you hear the lasers. Yeah.
It says, but I beheld, of slack. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had made himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But I had seen the region of place
The
where
mountain is a chariot, the ship. The
So
so-called
large, it looked
UFO.
like a mountain.
Yeah.
A big
Father
father shit.
shit.
Because Ezra's trying to describe it, he's from the ancient world at that time. So he's trying to describe what he's seeing the best he can, you know, his ancient world mentality, that it's like a mountain, that's what I can tell you, like a mountain floating in the sky. That's how big the UFO, or the so-called UFO was, man.
Well, he was actually looking on the earth, see where the mountain came from.
Yeah, like it was like a float, like, yeah, that can't be, yeah, you know? You got like a strap on the leg.
That's right. He said, to see the region of place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid. Yeah, man. And see, because Esau, the Most High, Yahweh been showing these devils, these chariots, like the Navy, they got all kind of footage and encounters of the chariots, and then they watch us, so we telling them that it's the angels coming back for them, you know, and Yahweh Shai is going to ride in the chariot. So they gonna, when they actually see it, they're gonna say, oh shit, they're gonna know what time it is, man.
I got a precept to back you up right quick.
Okay, yep.
Revelation 12, 7 and 8. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. That's Esau and his, you know, his fighter jets and all that. And the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not.
Yeah.
Neither was their place found any more in heaven, meaning rulership.
Yeah.
They were wiped out. They were wiped. You were wiped. You were wiped. Hey, when you see the ships, that's all I'm gonna say. Where's my voice? Richard, when you see the ships, okay.
Yeah, I like that part where it says, and prevailed not.
Yeah,
That's why in
There'll
the
be no
part where
contest.
Ezra saw only a smell, how do you say it?
Smoke.
A blast of laser, and just a smell of smoke,
Yeah.
and there was nothing left.
That's right.
That's your future, he saw.
Keep in the
Yeah.
top.
Yep.
Yeah.
It
Keep
says,
eating down.
that's right.
Yeah.
It said they were so afraid, but yet durst fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held a sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and
Now what does
tempests.
that mean? He made the command. Command and his lasers came out.
And they were all mixed together.
Smoke. Yeah.
The blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one.
Prevail not. Just like it said in Revelation 12 and 7. Prevail
right.
not.
So that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw
Go
this,
ahead,
I was afraid. Afterward,
So imagine visualizing this thing. Yeah, he saw they were there. There's a whole numerable amounts of military men to try to fight against the Hawashai, the angels. After they got blasted, that one blast, nothing was left.
smoke.
You know, like War of the World, that movie War of the World with Tom Cruise, when them chariots was hitting, and that was the best illustration in that movie.
Yeah.
Then because at one point they had on the top, and them
You turn dust.
there was a scene where Tom Cruise was there.
Yeah, dust all over him.
The chariots just hit, and then he was covered in dust.
That was human dust.
It was human
right.
dust, ashes, man.
They call that antimatter weapon. Yeah, the antimatter weapon. You just vaporize them.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for your ass, man.
That's right. It says, afterwards saw I the same man come down from the mountain, and calling to him another peaceable multitude. And there came much people unto him,
The elect.
The elect. Thank you.
whereof some were glad, some were sorry, and some of them were bound.
Oh, some were bound. Wait, that's slavery right there.
Yeah.
When you bound somebody, that means you got them
You cuffed up.
You got them yoked up. You know?
Stuff get cut.
That's them top banking families.
Stuff
Esau.
get covered.
I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't give a shit, but I mean, I'm just human curiosity. Like when we get our hands on you,
Well, you'll find out. You'll find out. Very soon.
like, these devils never so much as picked up a spoon. So like when they gotta build and they gotta figure the shit out how they gonna do it.
No power tools,
I'm not giving you a hammer.
spiritual power.
They gotta figure out.
No blueprint.
Yo, man.
Well, it said they're gonna build our walls in Isaiah 60. You can go right to that. Isaiah 60.
Got it.
And we ain't gonna make it easy for them.
Nah. No, sir.
That's right.
Esau ain't making shit easy for us, man. This damn devil, you devils, you'll sit there. Oh, you gotta figure it out. I don't know. Like with that child support shit. I heard him tell Jake up there, oh, well, look, my man, you better hit the streets and you gotta pay that child support. I don't care if you gotta sell drugs. But if you sell drugs, they'll lock you up. They'll tell Jake,
Yeah, but this man ain't the devil.
but he's not the devil.
That's right. Isaiah 60, and when we start at 10 or go above.
Whatever.
All right. If Isaiah 60 and 10, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls,
Then now that right there is talking about the other nations.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
and their kings shall minister unto thee.
Mhm.
For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
Go ahead.
It says, therefore thy gates shall be opened continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish.
The D is talking about who?
Israel.
Right, the Israelites. Not talking about the Most High.
That's
Them
right.
people are going to serve us.
Mhm.
All right? And we're going to serve the Most High.
Mm.
They're going to serve us.
That's right.
And we're going to teach them the laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right, right. Ain't gonna be no freedom of religion in the kingdom. You know, you're going to one way or the highway, death. You know,
Yeah, quick precept. Real quick. Ezekiel 39 and 14. It says, or 13. It says, yea, all the people of the land shall bury them. This after the destruction. It said, and it shall be to them a renowned day that I shall be glorified, saith the Lord. And they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land and bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it after the end of the 7 months shall they search. So that's a continue, like Esau ain't got to worry about unemployment in the kingdom, you know. We're gonna have continual employment for you devils, man. And that's why we're gonna be so happy, like it says in Psalms 149.
I got it right here.
Oh, this is
Before you read that,
Go ahead.
like vocab and other Christian apologists go into, they throw out Isaiah, Jeremiah, Obadiah. Like when you bring it up, they ain't gonna say we ain't dealing with it. They don't say,
Oh, yeah, that happened already.
What did Christ say, you know?
Yeah.
First of all, Isaiah, Obadiah, Joel, Amwaz, I can say it that way. Jeremiah, who else? Ezekiel, who else? Zechariah, you know? Daniel. All those things, the
Ezra's.
prophecy, Ezra's, yep.
Obadiah.
Yep, I mentioned Obadiah. All those things that you read about didn't happen yet. Now these Christian apologists, they say, oh, that happened this over here, and that happened. No. It didn't happen yet. It's getting ready to happen now. It's getting ready to happen now.
That's right.
And it shall speak.
It's at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Yep.
If it's tarry, wait for it. If it shall not tarry, it shall surely come. We're in that time, man. 2020, the year of prophecy. That's right.
and it's from January 1st of this year up until now.
It's been
nothing
a
but
whole
explosions.
different level. And Esau sees that, man.
Each year, man, it's getting hot.
Yeah, the whole scope. Yeah.
Prophecies are coming in like a juggernaut.
Yeah, it's getting hot.
Yeah, tons.
It's getting hot, man.
Because this coronavirus, COVID,
COVID-19.
my man, but
19.
he don't got it. I said you can sing.
The COVID
Name
19.
was
Oh, yeah.
and cough.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love you,
Oh,
so
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
I saw it, I saw
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. You better hope you ain't got the COVID-19.
Listen, I took some antibiotics and
He's in Nigeria. See, so when you go to Nigeria, it's nothing but a brown mist of smoke in the air at all times.
What the hell is that?
Well, it's plagues. The locust is heavy over there, man.
and plus he was down at the
Shit up.
Trade Center.
Right, Nigeria.
Yeah, that whole East Africa, West Africa.
Yeah, what's that?
Go moving up into Israel, Iran,
Yeah, it's a China.
Yeah, most of
China, yep, Elon,
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, it's in Iran too.
yeah, Iran, yep.
Esau is putting all that shit out there though, man. You know, this devil's
Well, whether he puts it out, ultimately the most
the
high.
most high, yeah.
Whether Esau, whether it's a biological weapon or not, the most high is behind it.
Okay.
Right, he controls his, he controls their bullets.
Well, First Samuel 2:6, the Lord have his way in the storm, and that there be evil in the city, and I, the Lord, have not done it.
He
Man's
controls
goings,
So it's the Lord, man.
Oh,
You have to tell your whole life.
Man's goings of the Lord.
You people get what you get.
Oh, in Japan, the school.
Gotta hold
Japan
your water,
closed
baby.
down.
The whole month.
In Italy too? was it?
Italy,
Italy.
Yeah, Italy's got. Oh, they showed. I forgot if it was Tokyo or one of them in China. One of them major cities, major metropolis. They showed like a sky view. You didn't see one car on the highway.
The drone.
The whole area was just empty, man.
God.
Shalom.
Hey, Shalom.
that changed the whole.
The fist bump, brother. You might have a COVID.
They called it.
Hey, brother, where you been at? Hey, brother, you gotta talk to you. Oh, he's the one.
I had to open it up.
The one.
Hey, careful. What's the camera?
And we're in class, so let's
Yeah.
It's filming.
Yeah, it was filming. So let's get
Yep, we gotta get this.
things going. Watch the
Hey,
camera.
but that coronavirus, Lord, you got to change the whole scope of this place, man.
Yep.
You know, it just, like you said, just activated other prophecies. You know, because so much things are happening just off of that. You got that place that collapsed. I know you heard about the place that collapsed when
Yeah,
they had
yeah.
people
I heard
quarantined
about
that. In the hospital, was it China?
Yeah.
The whole place collapsed with all the people
And the
quarantined.
most high play these bastards.
Yeah. Now the sports, because this place is about bread and circuses, right? Now the sports arena, now they having a thing where they're passing a thing where they
Oh no, they been said that.
Yeah.
LeBron James said, "Look,
Yeah,
I
he
ain't
said-
playing."
Yeah.
Well, I guess you ain't gonna play.
ain't gonna
You
play.
ain't that important, man.
That's right, that's right.
Quick, move this chair.
Look, hey, they took out my man a couple of weeks ago. They
Oh,
took
Kobe?
your ass out too.
Man.
They took Kobe. They
They
took
took
his
him out.
G-Line ass out, man.
Along with his daughter.
Yep.
And real talk, I never liked Kobe. I never liked you anyway. Pretty much.
Knew he was gonna say it. Precept Isaiah 24:10. It says the city of
The Illuminati took him out.
Isaiah
Trying to
24:10.
get out. Go ahead.
It says the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up.
Word confusion Hebrew is what?
That's right.
Isaiah 24:10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets.
What's the wine? Answers.
Answers.
The knowledge.
Yeah.
Because there's Esau, when they really know where your camp is at and they come down, they act like they,
Yeah.
you know, like Tucker Carlson did, he acting like
Right. Yeah. It's bow tie.
Hey, they looking for answers, but they're not gonna say, please give us the right answer. Well, motherfucker, we've been giving you the answer. Just keep watching YouTube, man. And don't take us off. Because if you take us off, you
You gonna get it.
the
answers.
answers, man. The answer it's simple for you Edomites. All you gotta know is that you're an Edomite and your future is bleak. All right? Somebody look up the word bleak.
I wouldn't want to be in your
We ain't
position.
talking about the rapper either.
Yeah.
Bleak is bleak.
Was BLEEK?
Yeah.
Yes,
I got it.
Boy.
Sounds to be you.
go ahead.
Bleak, an area of land lacking vegetation and exposed to the elements,
Oh, y'all gonna be exposed to the elements. My 2 foot, you know, and my bones, man.
I see.
Go ahead.
It says charmless and inhospitable, dreary, cold and miserable.
That's what they're gonna be. So their future is bleak.
Cold and miserable.
You're gonna pay. You're gonna pay.
No comfort.
We used to always say we're gonna have a 50-foot pit, and that's where Esau gonna sleep. In slavery,
Well, my
man.
slaves ain't gonna sleep. They're just gonna be working.
Yeah.
I don't even work until they drop dead. They're like in the slaves do drop dead. Show
Yeah, it's drop,
Yeah,
picking
you
cut.
right.
And then the next scene,
The woman.
one on out to the river Jordan.
Yeah.
They gonna be singing the old Edomite song with these guys.
No,
man.
no,
Sweet
by it.
that's all. Roll, roll,
Oh, yeah.
My man got all into it. Did you write? Who said they got a slave?
And they can die, you can just raise them back up. They'll keep working. They'll drop. You beat their asses. Throw some water on them ass. Give them something to eat.
Yeah.
And have them work some more.
Yeah.
And maybe let them get an hour worth of sleep.
They did it twice.
You know?
Sleep
And go to sleep in the pit, and then you can douse some water on them.
Yeah.
Put them in the ass.
And they gonna be down there with alligators and anacondas and shit like that.
Tarantulas.
Animals gonna fuck
You can wake them up with some fire.
You can wake them up with some goddamn rabbit.
Esau gotta pay.
Wake him up with that. Wake
Esau gotta
put some
pay.
fire on his ass.
Oh, and on that note,
And Bigfoot coming.
Fire is, hey, well, Richard Pryor said fire is inspiration.
yeah, fire is inspirational.
They should
And on
have
that
it
note, on that note, brothers, the other nations too, y'all gonna pay too, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you gonna pay, you Ishmaelites, you Hamites, y'all gonna
So we're not gonna get it as bad as.
Hey, and the Moabites
shit
too.
up, man.
Hey, like we told these fucking Moabites, man.
Yeah.
Making fucking plastic rice and
Plastic rice.
Moab is a real demon too,
Yeah,
man.
these other
Fake
nations,
wine,
man.
fake
Because
wine.
them
Fake
other
wine.
nations gotta pay. You gotta pay, man.
Bat soup
Oh,
and all that
speaking of
shit.
Moab, man, in the restaurants,
Oh yeah, nobody fuck
anybody
with.
got news, please come down to the restaurant.
No, but no.
Hey, man,
Oh,
you
yeah?
gonna have a Chinatown down there in New York? Hey, man, that place is empty.
Nobody fuck with
The Moabites.
Hey, you got the Moabites sitting in the back with the cleaver and shit, man.
Yeah.
You do some work.
He ain't jumping
These
it.
people, we don't have coronavirus.
Corona
Ain't
free.
nobody going to fucking. When I heard about the coronavirus, I ain't been in the only
No,
Chinese
no.
restaurant I went to is PF Changes. That's the only one I
No,
went to.
PF Changes.
PF Changes.
PF
You ever went to PF? That's like old school.
It's like an old school
It's like an
cook
old school
spot.
Chinese. Remember how they had them fancy restaurants?
Yeah.
That's how they make the food. It's like a fancy.
Yeah.
But guess what?
They cook-
When I pick up an order, I go in the back and see the kitchen. You know who's working up in there?
Issachar.
Jake,
Yep.
Issachar, Jake,
Uh-huh.
and no Moabites.
Right.
The Latin tribes.
Right, it's
Esau
American, I
and
think
Jake.
it's American
And
chicken.
they got a
Yep,
big thing of rice. You ask for some rice, some chicken fried rice. They take some white rice, put some soy sauce.
Fake ass.
But it's good.
Yeah.
Little chunks of chicken and shit, you know. That's the only place I go because they know Moabites. Certain Moabite restaurants I used to go to, I ain't going
Man,
to fucking
nah,
more.
this is
They ain't need no
how
more
we do it.
goddamn sushi, none of that
I don't be
shit.
around
If
you.
Moabites make it, I ain't eating it.
And they walk by me, I'm like this.
Yeah.
Hey, Corona. Hey, but wait a minute. This dude, Governor,
Teriyaki boy.
Governor-
Went out of business.
yeah, Governor Cuomo was on the news yesterday talking about people. You need to go and help out these Chinese restaurants. Help them out. Wait a minute. How about these Jake restaurants?
Exactly.
Why you ain't helping out? What?
West
West Indian, Puerto Rican, you know, well, Mexican. Help these guys out.
Yeah.
Gotta help the fucking gooks.
Jake been dying of AIDS for how long now?
Yeah.
And they ain't make a big deal out of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now, why you make a big deal out of
This
that?
kingdom is done, man. This place is out
It's
of here.
bleak. It's bleak.
There's some more in these verses here.
Go ahead.
24 and 10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up,
Beautiful.
that no man may come in. There's a crying for wine in the streets.
Were you reading from again?
Isaiah 24.
Oh, that no man may come in.
Quarantine.
That this place is gonna be shut down, quarantine. You people want,
Businesses,
yeah.
businesses. One brother, I forgot his name. He went downtown Chicago. He did a video. He was showing the different businesses. That was he said, "Yeah, this used to be such and such." Locked. He looking. He put the camera in there. The shit was bare. It was empty.
Yeah, 'cause a lot of people was getting their imports from China, like even herbal shit and all that stuff.
Getting everything from China.
Yeah.
Well,
China was the great what do you call it, exporter of the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah,
comes
made in
from
China.
China.
Made in
The
China.
American flag, it said made in China.
Or Japan.
Hold on, man. I'm gonna take it a step further.
Oh,
The,
Japan.
Make America Great Again. Who you think make it
How the
great?
group
He
says.
got to make America great again. Now it's keep America great. Because he made America great. But all those hats are made in China, man.
Yeah, China.
But they made everything. Hey, but when they made Gadite jewelry, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
They went to the place where I said the Gadite table.
That's
You
it.
look
Anything
at
is
the
dollars,
place,
they on
the
it.
chokers,
Yeah.
made in
It was
China.
all more-
So this came-
Yeah.
Yeah, so all those businesses that left, like Motown, they all went to China.
Yep.
Those businesses.
Yep.
Now the Chinese are getting hit.
Yes.
So now, you see,
Nowhere to run.
see what's happening, Esau, is your system, which George Carlin said, this place is what? Circling the drain.
Yeah.
CTD. So that's what's happening to you. You're going down, man. You had your time to rule, but now it's time that you know, it's coming to an end.
Oh,
Your rulership is coming to an end. That's what's happening. That's why the scriptures say their inward thought is that their houses shall. You think you're gonna rule forever? You ain't gonna rule forever.
Ecclesiastes 12. You know what I want.
Because you're a proud devil. That's part of your pride. You
pride
think
of
you're
thy
gonna
heart.
rule. You're gonna rule forever, like the scriptures say. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. That's an example of your pride. You know.
I got one for you for the heathen.
Yeah.
It's Ezekiel 30:3. Said, for the day is near, even the day of the Lord is near. A cloudy day. A cloudy day. It shall be the time of the heathen.
Cloudy day. Bleak. First thing in my mind is bleak.
Oh, and don't get it twisted. Don't think, but Moab, because they were talking that shit, oh, the Chinese gonna be the next one. Well, fucking Chinese.
But they show you they're not.
They're gonna get their ass kicked. Right in slavery, man.
The Most High show you that they're not.
Okay? But they ain't going nowhere, because look, that's the Lord. That's what the Corona, Moab, nobody wanna mess with Moab, man.
Yeah. Don't even go to Corona Queens. You got books over.
You did the video and it's true. They the new niggas, man. Yeah, most because everybody was pumping up the goops and stuff. I had this fucking Argentinian dude talking, hey, you should move to China, man. I live in China.
Yeah.
Make all kind of money.
I don't want
Everybody was
They ain't making no money now.
Dude,
They ain't making no money now.
I hope you got a shot.
Yeah.
They was spitting on the elevators.
I got a quick
Oh, yeah.
precept for you, brothers.
Go ahead.
Since you talking about that. 2nd Ezra 16:1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia.
Asia.
Woe.
Asia's getting woed right now
Yeah.
with the coronavirus and their economy.
Yep.
All right.
That's right. It says, "Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair.
Meaning you're gonna be in mourning state.
Mourning state,
Right.
Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand."
That's where we at, man. That's
Asia,
where we at, man.
stupid Moab and Esau and the Ishmaelites, all you nations.
All you different nations.
Esau, you gonna get us the worst, but you other nations, man. I know personally, I'm gonna kick y'all ass.
Yeah, well, they all gonna be on the bottom. Esau's gonna be on the very bottom.
Boy.
Well, notice what it says. It says, "Woe be unto Babylon and Asia."
Yep, America and
Babylon.
yeah.
Who's the daughter of Babylon?
America,
Edom.
so-called white man.
Psalm 137, right?
So-called white man.
So woe unto Babylon
In Asia.
and Asia.
Asia.
Okay, something.
And then it said Egypt too, right?
Yeah, Egypt and Syria.
And a lot of them Hamite up there, they got the locusts and all that stuff. And what that does too is it perpetuates, it brings on a famine. They destroy them crops, you know. So that's going to be a great famine too throughout the whole earth, man.
Oh, well, I'm gonna tell you something. You know, Moab is running Africa right now, man.
Well, they run in
Them
Jamaica.
goddamn
Everything.
Goops are running a large part of
The islands.
Basically, like Moab kind of got
No,
him on lockdown.
they're in there. They're in
They
there.
bought some of them.
Yeah, they got him on lockdown, man.
That's how my man Akon, he's building, he got some real estate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got
the
the
Jason over there.
yeah, you got the $300 million credit.
Now, what the hell would Moab be doing down in Africa? But it's true.
Yeah.
They got
Moab is like they setting up. They kind of they took over Africa.
Well,
man.
they're looking at, they're gonna be the next rulers. They're gonna take America down. And, you know, truth be told, America's done. Everybody
yeah.
around the world know about this, man.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
Brazil, Babylon.
But now, exactly. But Moab is, like y'all said, Moab is taking over. But guess what? Moab is going down too. Somebody hold on deck Psalms 2. Start from the top. Go to that right quick. That's an emergency scripture right there.
That's right.
That's an executive scripture.
Break the glass.
Break the glass.
That's it.
Somebody read it.
For the first.
Yeah, for first. Stop.
Psalms 2:1. Why do the heathen rage And the people imagine a vain thing.
The heathen are the nation.
And they
The
imagine
Moabites are right. We gonna be the next thing. We're gonna be the next one. You're gonna be shit, man. Esau going down, and guess what? You going down right
Right,
now.
right with it.
You know?
Yeah.
Most I gave you a little half a second of rulership.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Hey, this is how the kingdoms go, man.
Yeah.
You got the Babylonians, you got the Medo-Persians, you got the Medo-Persians, you got the Greeks, you got the Romans,
Yeah.
and you got the last leg of the Romans, which is NATO and the EU. That's it. Those are the major fucking empires, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more ain't in there, man.
I got you, Apostle. Second Esdras, come back in. Second Esdras 15 and 47.
Yeah.
Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself. I'm sorry, I skipped a verse. You're right. Second Esdras 15 and 46. And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon.
No, boom. They put
Their
their
hope is through what? Through making money.
Money.
That's why now you got to go to Revelation 18. That's why they're going to mourn.
That's right.
That's why they're going to mourn, because they ain't making no more money. Because what do you have in America? America's really nothing but a big mall.
It's a consumer nation.
It's a consumer nation. You know?
That's how Moab got their riches.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why all nations gonna be crying when this place is destroyed.
Well, that's why Apostle called for that scripture.
Yep.
Anyone got it?
I got it. All right, this is not Romans, Revelations chapter 18, verse 4, or verse 5. For sins have reached into heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself, and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, and mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire.
And that's this place. That's Babylon the Great, which they call USA. That's this place. And that's why a lot of these monitors on YouTube are taking pills and drugged up. Because they gotta watch our videos and they getting fucked up by it.
Yeah.
That's why they want to take pages down, you know?
Yeah, man.
You know,
Yeah,
this
that's
shit is fucked up, man.
Take shit
You know?
down.
Because they're beginning to believe it.
Yeah, it's a reality now.
Put you on punishment.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's true.
Like we little kids or something, man.
Nah,
Esau, man, you love
messing
the
them up,
great,
man.
you know, the word of God, then you gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, I got
Go
one.
ahead.
This is Zephaniah 2 and 9. It said, therefore, as I live, said the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, surely Moab shall be as Sodom, and the children of Ammon as Gomorrah.
Thank you. That was a good one.
Next verse.
That was a good
Nigga,
one.
nigga,
There's some more here.
Yeah,
And when you go to Jeremiah 48, Jeremiah 48,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
kills
yeah.
Moab.
Oh, yeah.
That's dedicated to the
Yeah.
destruction of Moab, man.
Yeah.
There's some good
Go ahead,
goodies
go
in there
ahead.
too. Second Esdras 15 and 47.
You YouTube monitors, you getting this?
Yeah.
Overload of cuts.
Yo, there's some
Wow.
juicy meat up in
Oh,
there.
man.
Second Esdras 15 and 47. Woe be, let me read 46 again. And thou, Asia,
You're in the 15th chapter, 16th chapter?
Second Esdras 15.
Okay, good.
46.
Well, that's what we started anyway, so it's gonna
Well,
come back.
that's the
Go ahead.
spirit. And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and art the glory of her person, woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast.
Now, what does that mean? When Moab started getting that money, they would get Buicks, they would get Cadillacs, they would get three-piece suits. When you go to China, you got all those European like Gucci and
Yep.
what's that, Louis Vuitton and all,
Yeah,
because they're
stores,
trying to, that's the Americanization of the world. You got McDonald's, you got KFC,
Hooters restaurant. Hooters restaurant.
Hooters
in China.
restaurant. They're
Yeah.
really following Esau.
Yeah.
You know?
It's-
Exactly. It's similar.
They got the stock market over there. They set up their money system like America.
That's it.
Yep, central banks.
Central
Yep,
banks.
that's
That's one of the main things.
Because that show you that it's all about Esau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
And when you see these Moabites, these like so-called well-to-do, they speak like Esau. They all
Yeah.
proper,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and they use Esau slang.
Well, the
They wear
women can't wait.
Sunglasses. The women, especially the women,
Yeah.
because they want to hide them eyes.
Yeah.
But you can't hide your eyes because I can see your head. You got a Moabite head.
Yeah.
You can
You know more about when you see
Yeah,
one.
they got that move by.
That's it.
Yep, reading on.
And the way they walk,
Yeah.
you know Moab fucking Moabite.
Oh, hell yeah.
They bounce when they walk.
That's how I grew up.
And you Moabites, when you said this, Apostle Paul said this years ago, you fucking Moabites are like Uncle Tom's, man. Like they really want to be Esau. Like the Moabite woman, they come, they want to get with an Edomite.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the Moabite men want to get an Edomite woman. You know, they want to assimilate with Esau, man. Really.
The only ones who are jaked out is like well, they're not really Moab. You know, some of them Koreans
Korean.
and Cambodians, Laotians. Those are
Yeah.
jaked.
Laos.
Because Moab don't like it because they dark. They
Yeah.
Moab don't like them.
Yeah.
Filipinos.
Yeah, Pacquiao, he's a Negro.
Yeah.
Well, we know his cousin, the imp.
Yeah,
You got that same Pacquiao.
he
He's like a Pacquiao dude, man.
What's his name now?
I'm not laughing. I'm not saying it's a laugh, but he's another Pacquiao.
he is.
You know?
He is, man.
Little darker Pacquiao.
Dark Pacquiao,
His
man.
name is Elder Malak now.
Okay.
No, Apostle.
Apostle
He's
Elder
an
Malak.
apostle.
Get it right.
Graduated. Yep, reading on, it says, woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers,
Yeah.
which have
Esau.
which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee. Thou hast followed her that is hated in all her works and inventions. Therefore saith the Most High, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence.
That's what's happening right now.
Oh, and that-
Corona.
What was that? Coronavirus?
Yeah, COVID-19.
The novel.
Yep.
Yeah.
The novel coronavirus.
And next, now next year, if we're still here, it'll be the Heineken virus. There's coming some new shit, man.
Oh, check this out. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence to waste thy houses. Now earlier you were saying this guy, what's it, Cuomo, is it?
Yeah, Cuomo.
You
Yeah.
say he was begging
People to go over there to go buy stuff from these.
go
Support,
to their
yeah.
It's
restaurants.
all on YouTube, man.
Yeah.
Channel 2, Channel 4,
man.
all those
Yeah.
major networks.
Yeah.
They all go, we're in Chinatown, and you can see.
Man, you don't want to be in Chinatown,
And
period.
then anytime you go in the restaurants, they just sitting down.
Yeah.
Right.
The tables are empty, man.
Yeah,
And the
man.
Lord said it. He said, I will send
Hey, come back
plagues
to make some
upon
karate
thee,
movies or something.
You know,
widowhood,
Delancey Street and Delancey and what's the Canal,
Orchard Street.
Canal and Delancey.
Chinatown.
Canal, that's Chinatown. When you go down the canal, that's Chinatown, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're definitely in this prophecy. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence to waste thy houses with destruction and death.
Destruction and death.
The ultimate destruction is the missiles.
That's right.
That's pretty much it.
And there's gonna be more pests. Don't sleep on Corona. There's gonna be more out there, man.
Oh, yeah.
They're most likely gonna unleash all kind of different diseases.
Oh yeah, they still got the Ebola still out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got the Black Plague,
Black Devil.
bubonic plague.
Out there in
down-
California,
Yep.
the way they're living out there in California, you got the super rich that work for what do you call that? Southern
Silicon
Valley.
Valley.
Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
But then you got the super rich, and then you got the dirt poor. And they're so poor, you got homeless people that work 2 jobs. You got a husband and wife both working at a job, but they come home to a
tent city.
damn tent.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see that.
And we know that because I've been in California, I've been down,
crazy.
brother, like all the years before I went out to Cali to see the brothers, man, when you go, bro, downtown LA, this is Los Angeles. It's like a tent city down there. That was like, what, 2-3 years since I've been to California.
San Francisco too, right?
You know, it's worse now,
San
man.
Francisco, right?
Because we speak well, San Francisco too. Yeah, San Francisco and Los Angeles.
You're talking about Skid Row.
Bro, I went to see the brothers in San Fran. When we went to go speak, you walk, we park, and you gotta walk. It's a tent city. You get to the camp. LA is the same
Baked
thing.
into the,
like hell.
to the
Yeah.
streets.
Yeah, it smells like
So
hell.
they defecate.
Oh, that's
defecate.
right.
It smells like
They look
pure.
like brown paint spilled
Well,
down.
one of the brothers,
Baked
somebody
into
broke
it.
into one of the brothers' car.
Yeah.
So it was like, I was like, yo, this is Los Angeles.
Hershey Highway.
I'm like, this is LA. This is even New York City ain't like that.
No.
Then you know how you got the bags, like the rest, you got the bunch of garbage bags out there.
Seattle.
You gotta be careful. Some of it's people actually living in it. 'Cause I remember I went and looked at the bag, it was a motherfucker spoke their head up.
Yeah.
Yeah. They doing bad out there,
Not
man.
bad.
Hey,
LA.
this dude from the Gap Band was living out there. Charlie Wilson.
Wilson?
Yeah. Before when he was caught out, he was living there.
So that shows
Does
you.
that show you that this
Yeah.
stuff about Esau, we love black? You don't love.
No, you don't love
man.
Jake,
You
man.
don't even love your kind, man.
That's right.
You don't even love your kind.
That's right.
They got no love.
They got homeless among the white,
Yeah.
the different, Latin and the Jakes, man.
Yeah.
They all catching hell, man.
And to show you Esau so full of shit, all these hundreds of millions of dollars, all these people supposed to be donating to the Red Cross and all this for this homeless, all these different foundations. That shit don't help none of these people, man.
Well,
You
they
know what I'm
are
saying?
getting money.
It's
But,
a scam.
but you know
Millions
what?
of
Hey,
dollars.
one scripture covers all of what we just said in the last 2 minutes. Proverbs 29:2.
Oh yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, it's nothing but a scam. Man.
So when Esau said that he's righteous, well, how the fuck is you righteous?
He ain't righteous at
Everybody
all.
catching
Yeah.
hell.
Catch it out, yeah.
Catching pure
There's
D.
nothing righteous about this devil,
And
man.
what they say, the Rothschild family, not even including the other elites, is rich enough to end world poverty.
Oh yeah, they're worth well, it said they're worth 500 trillion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's this on book.
That's just them.
Years
Gotta be
ago,
more than that.
really,
Yeah.
that's just a number, but really, they're liquid. Remember that movie, book? They're liquid.
They own
Right.
everything.
They're liquid. They're beyond, you can say trillion, they're liquid.
They can't spend that.
The
They
wealthy-
can't spend it like they own everything. They own you.
everything. Yeah.
That's why the Most High is going to preserve them. The Most High is not going to destroy them when they were born into slavery. They're going to go right to riches, right into slavery. Man.
Yeah, that's
Because those
yeah.
possessions have to transfer back over to us. Because the money is not gonna be lost. It's
Yeah, give
just
me
gonna
that
be
in,
transferred
what's
over.
that? What's that in?
The power's gonna be
in,
transferred
uh,
over.
Yeah.
Job.
No, Ecclesiasticus, yeah.
Riches
Yeah.
backed by
Rich men,
deceit.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
the riches.
Yeah.
Because of
I got
evil.
For the last days,
For the
there's
last
another
days.
one. Yeah.
Because didn't
Yo, well, let's
Eustace Mullen
get
say that?
James 5. Get that.
Didn't Eustace Mullen
So
say that?
now people see that they're getting fucked over. You got people, like I said, you got a husband and wife team, both got full-time jobs, but they come back to a fucking car. Oh, they got all kind of videos living the van life.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
done hook the
Yeah,
vans up,
Oh, yeah.
mini houses and all
I've
that
been watching
bullshit,
those.
man.
That's
So there's
wicked.
going to be a point where the people are going to rise up. That's how revolutions are started, because when the poor is pushed totally against the wall,
Yep.
they what this guy say? Salante.
When people have nothing.
When people have nothing to lose, they lose it. So this is a time of shit. All that shit's happening in France. They still rioting in France. The American media just choose not to put it on media. You know? Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit.
That's how they got it.
They got
They didn't get it by digging ditches and shit, you know?
games.
Gotten game. Go ahead.
The kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Whose kingdom? Esau's kingdom.
It's going to be transferred
Who's it going to be transferred to?
to Israel.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
And they know it. They know it, man. All them UN delegates, you know, the heads of the UN, they know it, man. They know who we are. They know who the Gadites are. Oh, there's a song out. I was listening to it the other day. It's called "Run to the Hills." I'm pretty sure you heard it. I forget. It's a rock and roll group. Run to the hills.
It's an old song.
It's an old song.
In the 70s?
Run for your... And I was listening to it right years ago, and I listened to the words, and they were singing about Gad.
Okay.
So I gotta listen to the whole.
It's not Led Zeppelin, is it?
I don't know, man. But it was a famous song back in like maybe the late 70s, early 80s. Run to the hills.
It sounds
Somebody
familiar.
look it up. Go
Okay.
to Google, put "Run to the
It
hills."
sounds familiar, man.
But then I'm listening to the lyrics. I'm like, these white boys singing that rock and roll shit. But they were singing about
That's
Gad.
Iron Maiden.
Oh, Iron Maiden?
Right.
I don't know the song. I never heard
Okay,
it.
that's a bad song because I was
listen
listening
to it,
to
man.
it, and they were talking about how Gad was taken over by Esau. So I said, wait a minute, these motherfuckers Esau? I said, they might have Gad in it. You know?
Yeah.
They're British. They're a British.
They're British, right? But it might be Jake.
Iron
It might
Maiden.
be Jake. Huh?
I got another precept.
Go ahead.
You know what an Iron Maiden is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Torture
Torture device. Yeah.
Huh?
Ecclesiastes 8 and 9. All this have I seen and applied my heart unto every work that is done under the sun. There is a time wherein one man ruleth over another to his own hurt.
To his own hurt. Because ultimately there's that balance is out of balance.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna spill over. You know, that's why there's riots all over the world. You know, James, you got that? James 5?
James 5, I got it right here. James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl.
What does it mean by the rich? Is it talking about Oprah? Oprah ain't rich. Oprah is a welfare case.
That's right.
Compared to the
Oh,
super
yeah.
elite.
She's a stumbling well.
Yeah, she fell.
She can't even
busted
stand
her
up
ass.
straight.
Somebody said the floor met her face. The floor came up to her. I believe you said that. And then she went with her fat ass.
Yep.
Whap! She got up. You know, that's adorable hoe, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But she,
Her and Gail.
She's
Those
spry.
adorable hoes, man. She got up. She said,
She bounced
wrong
up.
shoes.
but
wrong
now it took her a
shoes."
minute before she got up though, boy. She sat there like a dunce for a minute. That's the most side, man. He's fucking enough of they talking. She's talking about balance on top of that.
When she fell, she was saying balance.
She was saying
about
balance. Hey, the
She
most
was talking
side,
about the
you got
importance of balance and the floor met her. Whap!
the most side got a sense of humor, man. Hey, the Lord said, rise
So
up.
she's wearing the insiders, man.
Yep.
She's nanny.
Yeah.
But she's a welfare case. She's
Yep.
worth $3 billion. Jay-Z just made his first billion. That's chunk change, man.
Yeah, to the elites, that ain't
The
nothing.
elite, the super elite, the
Ain't nothing.
Rothschild, they worth trillions, man.
And then most of it is what? Credit?
Yeah.
Like that's not actual like
No.
gold, silver that they actually have.
No.
So they could take that right
So
from
it
you.
ain't talking about them. It's talking about the elite.
That's
Go ahead.
It says, James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten.
Because the system that you gave this America back in 33 and the system that went to the whole planet is the Federal Reserve System, but they gave it to the whole planet with the central banks.
Right.
So, but by using paper dollars, which all fiat currencies go to zero. It's just a matter of how long. All fiat currencies go to zero. Now, what they're saying is coronavirus, they're saying they're going to use the coronavirus to say that's why the economy's fucked up. That's the pin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the bubble.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, now
They
they're
just
saying
said-
that. I'm sorry, the paper dollar bills. Now they're saying they got to get rid of them because you can pass the coronavirus through the paper dollar bill.
What are we talking about that?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Pastor Marvel, we touched on that in the video we did earlier.
But this is the thing. If that's the case, put on rubber gloves.
Well, that's now people.
But wait a minute. Then you got to do away with knobs. Because you touch a knob, you get fucking disease. You got to close all the rest. You can't get in the elevator because you got to press a button.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do ATM machines.
That's that
Everything that
hysteria.
you do, everything that you do, you're gonna have to. This world is a tangible world. You
That's
touch
right,
it.
that's right, you gotta touch.
That's that
You
hysteria.
can't put your hands in your
That's
pocket.
right.
You might
Can't
get the
have
coat.
sex.
Can't have sex.
Can't have sex.
Yeah,
But that's what they were.
Demolition
Man.
Demolition Man. That's what they did.
Oh, yeah. Virtual reality.
We can't touch each other.
Yep,
This
virtual.
is-
Oh, no, the chip, they had the chip in Demolition Man. Because when they had him frozen in the cryo stasis, they put the chip in him.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They put the chip in him. He woke up, he's like, I'm knitting. He's like, I'm knitting.
It sounds like it.
He said, yeah, when the chip down was put in you.
They said we can't have you running around.
And really, the guy Quato, which represents Judah, the bad guy was this guy, Snipes, right?
Yeah.
But they come to find out that he was the one that set up Snipes to be the guy.
Yeah.
All add KO.
Control opposition.
Control opposition. Go ahead.
It says,
So Esau, man, this is it.
This is it. Curtain's closing on the final curtain.
And like Richard Pryor, when he was in Africa. What is he saying? Pryor said, I think this is it. This may be it. Well, it may be it. We doing that shit now on the YouTube, man. Check down Babylon.
He said about them faraway voices. He said, "You heard the faraway voices." He said, You better get back in your room.
Yeah.
This could be it.
This could be it. Well, it is it. This is it, man. This is it. This is motherfucking it, man. And when the Israelites start chanting and chant, that's it for your ass, man.
Yeah, well,
The next
Michael
thing
Jackson
is
said it on his way out.
the ball gonna drop on your ass, man. It's a race to the bottom.
Yeah, well, even Michael Jackson said it on his way out. This is it. This is the final curtain. This is it. And he went out.
He went out.
Yeah, but the Lord let him say that before he went.
Hey, remember Egypt? That was it for Egypt. Then.
Yeah. Hey, well, the Most High said the deceived and the deceiver are his. So the Most High got this devil, man. He thinking he do fulfilling prophecy for the Most High with all this order of chaos trying to beat the Most High. The Most High.
But everybody's waking up to that.
Yep.
All these jakes in the hip hop world.
Yeah,
You know? And I was watching this one video with this guy, Post Malone.
Okay, that's a
I don't know if
bugged
y'all
out dude.
That's
Yeah,
the
he's
dude with
like
the
a
tattoos
rapper.
on his face.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he was on the Breakfast Club on different shows, and he becoming Illuminati, Rothschild. And lately, he's been getting hit by cars.
All kind of crazy shit.
Because you know why? Because he done told his secret.
Yeah.
So now they trying to fuck with him now, man.
Is
Oh,
he
they
the one
did that
that
with
died?
Dave, huh?
No.
Died?
Nah,
Oh,
he's
Or was that other round?
Light skin dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like one of the Latin tribes.
No, yeah, I think he's a Drake, man.
He could be a J.
He do that
Yeah.
auto tune.
But Dave Chappelle and
Oh, yeah.
what's his other guy? The other guy.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams.
Williams,
They ain't paying no damn Illuminati. You know what they did? They fucked with your ass.
Yeah.
They gave you them little bullshit shows where you made 500 a night, where you used to be making 5,000, 50,000.
Yeah, right, yeah, right, yeah.
Until your motherfucking ass bowed down, they said, okay, we're gonna let you, like Dave Chappelle. He said, I want to make, I'm making big money.
Yeah.
So they said, well, we're gonna slide your ass back in there, man.
And it's slid him back in there, man.
Yeah, they slid in. You gotta
Yeah.
play the game.
Hey,
That's what
well,
happened.
he didn't want to put on the dress. Like, you got to
Well, he
sell
still
out.
didn't put on the dress.
He still didn't.
But he probably put on some thongs though.
Yeah, he probably got some shit under him. You know?
Yeah, some shit under him.
Yeah.
The nigga did something, man.
Pantyhose
Hey,
under
yeah,
his
yeah.
trousers.
Some vibranium underwear.
But Esau's done, man. For you to sell out to Esau, and Esau's about it, done. Done.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, well, Jake out there, they don't know.
Well, Jake do know. Don't stop saying that, brother. Jake knows, man. Everybody knows, man.
Yeah.
Even Floyd. You heard about Floyd? They had an interview on the.
That's
He
what
said the Israelites are black.
Yeah, he was on the Drink Champs,
Champs,
and the Ephraimite or the Manassite dude
I
said.
watched that episode.
He
I
said.
haven't seen it myself.
He said, no, Jews, we're black, we're the Jews. And then the Ephraimite dude, the Latin dude said, you mean Israelites? You mean Israelites?
Right.
You know?
Manasseh.
The Manassite
Manasseh.
dude.
Yeah.
Ignored.
Yeah,
You can't ignore it no more,
He
man.
said, what these young cats don't know is that originally the Jews were black. The Jews were
And where you think he got it from?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wa-
Oh, this guy, Errol Spence be watching us.
Yeah.
He got a video, when the first videos came out after the accident, he grew his hair different, right? He said, what did it say? That he got wool. So what that mean? He had wool.
Yeah,
I got the
yeah,
video.
yeah.
Wool, brother. So what it mean? The man had woolly hair. He's watching us, man.
Well,
All, not
Yeah.
half of them, all of them.
Yeah.
All
all
of
of
them.
them.
Every man, 100%.
They do.
Right, yeah.
And I ain't gonna say too much.
Denzel, all of them. All of them. No, but
No, they are.
Oh yeah, what's her name? Tiffany Haddish. She said we're Israelites.
Yeah.
Black people are Israelites.
Hey, but I ain't gonna say too much, but a certain boxer we know told me, yeah, everybody be watching. You know, a certain boxer we know told me the other day that, look, man, everybody be watching.
Yeah,
So
that's
what
the
we
Lord.
saying is true.
That's the Lord. Hey, 'cause everybody, this word's supposed to get out to everybody.
Yeah.
And then, like Howard Shah said, now they have no cloak for they sin. You know, so out of their own mouth.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be judged accordingly because why? They still follow in this world. They're not celebrating the Sabbath, the Passover.
The Passover, yeah.
They're not reverencing the priests, and you know. So hey, it's one thing in knowing, but the scriptures say, "Be not just hearers only, but doers
Yeah.
of the word."
It says he that doesn't do right and doeth it not.
That's
then
right.
he sin.
To him it is sin.
A lot of them ain't gonna do
Yeah.
the right thing because they're not of the elect.
They're not
That's
the
right.
elect.
That's what it boils down to.
You know they're gonna know.
Yeah.
You know?
But the truth is out there. We at the end.
Oh,
Like
yeah. Oh, yeah.
no, like before people were like, "What's an Israelite?"
Right.
Now everybody know the Israelite.
Yeah, like back in the 90s,
Yeah.
when people would see us with the guns on, the Israelites, but like back in the 90s,
They thought we was
where the
Muslim.
English,
Assalamu alaikum. They be like,
they thought we were Muslims.
Yeah.
What's that new group or gang? They didn't know, but now everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
But even in the 90s, remember when the school got big,
That was big. It was up.
everybody knew, man. It wasn't New York
died
anyway.
down, and we kept it going.
We kept it going. But like in the height of the 90s era in One West, all
But
of
it's
New York
really it's
knew.
at the highest height. You can't
Yeah.
go and let's give YouTube a hand clap.
Yeah.
We can take it down now. Let's take it down. We're already out the box.
The seeds already planted.
Precepts
And that was the
for
Most High. The Most High set up YouTube. And
That's right.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
The Most High set up the internet. Which is nothing but the Urim and the Torah. This is old technology, man.
Yeah.
This shit right here,
Yeah.
fucking old technology that the
Ecclesiastes 1 and
remember
9.
what the Levites had?
New. Yeah, with the Levites. Nothing new. Nothing
Yeah.
new.
I got a quick precept for you. Habakkuk 2, 12 to 14. It says, woe to him that buildeth a town.
See, let me say this. I'm sorry, brother. I'm
No,
sorry
no.
to cut you off.
No, that's
But you
not-
see, somebody bring out what is that? A Psalms 33 unity, brothers to dwell together in unity.
Yeah.
133.
Come.
Now you notice we didn't. All I thought about. I wanted to go into the Maccabees. You know, weeks ago. Now then the last couple of days, we're going to 2nd Ezra 15 and 16 if we got time. But you see how many precepts them came out in different nights. All you got to do is bring them souls together, man.
Yeah.
And that spirit jump. You know where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name.
Yeah,
The name of Yahushua, not Christ.
That's
You know,
right.
Most High and Christ blessed. But in Yahushua, Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right.
When 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I am also in the midst. So Yahushua is right here, man.
Yeah, that's right.
That's beautiful.
Something that's-
So I could tell you, oh, right.
Come, I'll tell you how about something else.
Go ahead, read it.
Psalms 133 and 1. A song of degrees of David. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garments, as the dew of Hermon and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion. For the Lord commanded the blessing, even life forevermore.
So this is a beautiful thing. We're
God.
together, man. You know?
Yeah,
and y'all been doing your thing. We've been busy doing this.
Good.
Doing the
And
work.
brother, we don't even miss each other because you know why? We're busy moving.
Yeah.
We're moving, man.
Yeah.
We're moving and shit. Go ahead, Doc.
This is a precept, Psalms 34, 3 through 4. It said, oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord, Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. He heard me and delivered me from all my fears.
Beautiful.
That's all right, quick.
And let me just say this here. I'm going to remind a lot. Let me say this. Hey, you brothers, man, you brothers that are in jams, brother, you got to ask the next brother. You in the jam, you need a little extra money, you ask the next brother. If he don't got it, he asks somebody. You know? Calls will be made. You know, you'll get taken care of, but don't be taking advantage either. You know what I'm saying? And with brothers in the jam, you know, there's camps, GMS camps all over the world, man. One way or another, you're gonna be taken care of, man.
Yeah.
In the spirit, you know?
Yeah, it's true, man. That's true.
But I better not catch you at a fucking car dealership looking for a new car and shit. You know? be happy with your Israelite bills, all right?
Not a fan of this.
Good.
This is Ecclesiasticus 25 and 1 in the Apocrypha. It says, in 3 things I was beautified and stood up beautiful before the Most High and men. The unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, a man and a wife that agreed together.
Well, that ain't happening. That's a prophecy. That's something that's gonna happen in the kingdom.
Yeah, but
Damn
these
sure
women, boy.
that ain't damn sure ain't happening now.
These women are out of order.
They proud.
They're proud.
We need that chick from Coming to America. Whatever you like.
Oh, boy.
You don't got that.
That's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get a whole heap of them too.
Oh, hell yeah.
And we're gonna have, and we put this out here too. We're gonna be popping heathens too.
That's right. That's right.
And we're gonna have children with them too.
Okay. Well, for water for answering that, okay, yeah.
Maybe I should take. Oh,
No, no
they gonna
shit.
get us. They gonna get on us.
Right.
ICPK gonna get on us.
They're Israelites.
ICPK, you better stand clear because we're still going off with the
They going way off.
On that damn John the Baptist.
Yeah, they don't even
And
know.
John the Baptist was a man of the Lord.
Don't even get us started on that, man.
Hey, they gonna be Israelites still, and the other nations gonna get their color back. So
That's right.
They gonna be
So
all
what difference do it? But the John the Baptist, man, I don't want to get started on that, man. You know?
Yeah, well, this guy, Captain Cesare, he did the Car Chronicles, and he was talking about this. He said, man, that John the Baptist thing, them guys came out the woodwork, just making videos and shit. Cause that's how we are. If you going off, we're gonna pounce on your ass in the spirit.
You guys are
Defenders of the gospel. We're defenders of the gospel.
Yep.
How in the world? Look, man. How much that no man greater have risen than John the Baptist? So how could he be in the world? And Yahweh Shai is Yahweh Shai.
No, he wasn't. He didn't follow Yahweh Shai, but Yahweh Shai constantly bigged him up. He brought his name up among the wicked scribes and Pharisees. Was John the Baptist? Was he of the Lord, or was he of the devil? He was setting them guys up because he knew he was of the Lord. The fuck you guys talking about, man?
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
And then he baptized Yahweh. So hold on. The Most High, Yahweh, is going to allow Yahweh Shai, the Son of the Most High, to come to the earth and allow him to be baptized by a nigga.
Wicked nigga, yeah.
A nigga. To baptize Yahweh
Hey,
Shai.
some nigga just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was Elijah in the reincarnation. He was Elijah.
Yahweh said he was written in the book.
We know that.
The book of life. Yahweh said he's written in the book of life.
Yeah.
So if he's written in the book of life, what
He's good.
yeah, he's good. What more
John
than
is
what?
good. But you know what? For them to say that, they don't believe that Abba Bivens is Elijah.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Yeah, that's true.
And Abba Bivens is Elijah. And,
That's right.
and we know that a lot of you camps don't teach that, man.
That's right.
We'll say it, man. Abba Bivens is Elijah, man.
Yeah, that's right.
It's spiritual, man.
And Samuel.
Somebody
King
had to be.
Marsha's David.
Abraham.
And King Marsha's King David.
King Marsha's King.
And this is the house of David, by the way.
We're going to say it whether you like it or not, man.
That's right.
We still believe that,
And
man.
Yohanan, you're part of the house of Saul. That's why you teach it. You're
That's
part
right.
of the house of Saul, brother.
That's right. That's right.
You was down with Lahab, brother. Lahab is Saul.
Yeah, yeah.
You're part of the house of
Well, even Sean said that.
Hey, look, you're part of the house of Saul, man.
Yep.
That's your house. You're part of the house of Saul.
That's all.
We're part of the house of David.
Oh, Apostle Dog, can I prove, can I confirm that? Now, how you know your hunter's down with the house of Saul? Because
We made the call.
Central Command, back in 1 West, it was Lahab,
Saul.
Yashawin, Aharon. Yohanan was fully down with the Central Command. Ariella was down with the Central
Ariela's in
Command.
the spirit world.
Yeah.
Harun is in the spirit world. Yashawan getting ready to go to the spirit world. You guys know already.
Yep, the bug out lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mike, wicked ass
If he's still
Benjamin.
alive.
Wicked ass Benjamin, Mike.
Yeah.
His wicked ass with the food program. See, man, the Most High remembers all that shit. We remember what the Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, all that wickedness y'all was doing in 1 West. The Lord remembers all that too.
Hey, look, if you a true man of the Lord, you ain't gonna invite any old buddy to come to your Passover, man.
No.
G-Man. Fucking G-Man!
Everybody G-Man.
Hey, you want to fight that black ass to come to your Passover, man? Look, man, look. This Passover thing is a very sacred thing, man. It's a solemn thing.
Yeah.
You just can't have any old nigga come to your Passover.
Got you. Got you. Okay, brother, you got it.
This is 2 Samuel 3:1. Now there was long war between the house of Saul and the house of David, but David waxed stronger and stronger, and the house of Saul waxed weaker and weaker.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what happens, man.
And that's what we got. That war is still going on right now.
Yeah.
Between the house of David and the house of Saul.
Spiritual. Maybe you better hope that you're not part of the house of Saul.
Then now, 2 Ezra the 16th chapter said, "Then shall it be made known who are my servants,
My chosen.
my chosen." Pardon me. Because why? The Lord is making it evident because we've been speaking prophecy. So now we living in the.
You know when they're gonna get it?
Yeah.
When they actually push their chips.
Yeah.
That's when they're gonna get it.
Yeah.
That's why the Most High now
Now,
what is the 6 inches mark? The original one I did with all of my put like over 2,000 videos, right? most of them videos is on the Mark of the Beast.
Yeah.
So you know what they did? They took that down. They took all the videos down, man.
Yep.
But there's so many videos that we can put up on the Mark of the Beast.
It's on
So
flooded.
when it comes out, Beast on makes that announcement.
Yeah.
They're gonna all think about it. Oh, everybody gonna shoot. Watch how many hits you gonna get on your video. You know?
Yeah.
They're gonna try to find those old pages and they're gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Precept, this,
I'm elder. I'm sorry.
in Malachi 3:16 through 18, it said, "Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And the book of remembrance was written before him for they that feared the Lord and thought upon his name."
Where you reading from?
Malachi 3:16 through 18.
Good, excellent.
And they shall be mine, saith the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a
You
man
know what that
spare.
means to make up the jewels? If you ever think about that,
Yeah.
when they make that championship belt, they put this jewel over here. They got to get. In other words, I'm gonna take this guy. He's good. This one is good. Throw him away.
Yeah.
He's making the jewels. That's he's putting
crown.
Thank you.
Crown.
There you go.
You gotta find the right.
That's like a row
The
of
right
kings.
fit. The right.
Yeah, it's like a row of kings. Because when they wear that belt, they have the. I'm sorry, Brother they have Ali. They have Jack
They always have
Johnson. You have this guy. Like, so you're a king. You're a king.
The Hall of Fame.
Yeah, when you get that championship belt, it's like a crown. You're being,
According.
yeah.
It said, and they shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts. In that day when I make up my jewels, I will spare
And
them.
that's why, I'm sorry, brother. That's why Walter got his ass, even
Oh, yeah,
because he came with that one kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Nigga, you know that we're Israelites, man.
That's right.
This brother met you in the elevator, man. Couple of years back.
Yep.
You better you be watching the videos. You better get
Yep.
on the Hebrew Israelite shit.
Yeah.
That's right.
If you get on the Hebrew Israelite trip, you gonna kick everybody's ass, man. Your right hand is gonna be restored, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Yeah, because
He's pushing that Afro-Centric crap.
Black history.
And that's played the fuck out.
Yeah.
And that's it. That shit is played the fuck out, man. That Morris stuff, that Kemetic
Nonsense.
stuff, that black conscious stuff,
Well, them
that's
guys-
played the hell out, man.
Yeah.
The only game in town is
Israel.
the only game man left us to play.
When he was going to the ring, when he came to the ring, he was doing the black fist. He had that
Yeah,
one.
we had that heavy ass suit on, and he put that suit. I said, nigga, don't you realize if you put 40 extra pounds on your skinny ass,
It's a workout.
you gonna get fucking
Yeah, you gonna burn yourself
just
out.
like having sex.
Yeah.
And when Tyson lost to this
Douglas.
guy, Douglas, he said he popped 1,000 Japanese when he popping them lines.
Yeah, he was with Bobby Brown. He was with
He was hanging out with Bobby Brown.
You know it.
And he got dropped by his
getting hot.
training partners in sparring for that fight. He was getting dropped by his training partner because
But he wasn't training. He wasn't training.
wasn't like
He was popping them out.
Getting high.
And it's
High.
getting
Yeah. Did y'all see the video on Hot Box? Y'all watch Hot Box?
I saw it.
With Sugar Ray Leonard?
That's yo.
No, I had to stop. I had to stop. No, I had to stop.
That's
I said, Tyson, stop, man. I couldn't keep watching it, man. Yo, Tyson was.
crying.
Oh, Tyson is a warrior, bro.
He said, "Stop! You the daddy, man. You the daddy, man."
I gotta see it. I
I
gotta
didn't
see
see
it.
that one.
That's a classic.
We'll watch it. We'll watch it.
Hey, you know what, Tyson, he might know he's an Israelite.
You gotta know.
You gotta know.
The tribe of Judah. I might be the tribe of Judah. I don't know. You know, he does this shit. That might be the tribe of Judah. You gotta watch that, brother. That's a warrior right there, man. And then this guy, Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, he came out. He said I was sexually assaulted. He said it took many years. Only a man could come out and say that.
I was like,
shit. You know, he kind
Had
of
the video.
you know.
That's some hard shit.
Training for the Olympics. It was one of those Olympic coaches that molested him.
Oh, I know which one. He ain't saying. I know which one.
The guy's
It was a
dead now.
jet. It was a
The guy's
fucking
dead.
jet.
Another nigga. Another nigga.
I know the nigga that did it, man. I mean, I don't know the nigga.
But you know who.
Yeah.
Because
It wasn't Angelo Dundee.
Yep. It says, and they shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. And they shall return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the Most High him that serveth them not.
That was,
That's
one, of my,
right.
that was one of my old favorite scriptures.
Yeah, that's a powerful
That
scripture.
was one of my old favorite scriptures. Yeah.
That's why we can,
Discern.
discern. Right. That's why we, can say.
Right. So you show that self-approval. A workman needeth not to be ashamed, rightfully dividing the word of truth. That's why we got on the John thing.
Yeah.
Because we were rightly dividing the word of truth, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, we can discern who's teaching the right and who's teaching the wrong.
Good.
The prophecy you just read.
Let's just bring this out.
Go ahead.
Mark.
Then you next.
Mark 9, verse 13. It says, "But I say unto you that Elijah is indeed come, and they have done to him whatsoever they listed as it is written of him." I should have read Matthew, but basically that proves that them niggas, it was against John back in the day because they was doing the same shit.
Because if you're talking bad about John now, that means you talking bad mouthing John back then.
That's
Right.
right.
You're the house of Saul, man.
Well, in Matthew, remember when
Well, Matthew 17 you should go to. Right? In Matthew 17, the Lord mentioned that he's going to come back 2 times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the only scripture he said he's going to come back.
Because John cursed them out. He said, "Who have warned you to come here?" He said, "You vipers, you." John the Baptist was cutting them wicked niggas, cursing them out, and they were coming like spies. So that's them same guys back in the reincarnation.
When you say send me meat,
Meats, fruit, repentance. Who have warned you for the wrath to come?
that's it.
Yeah,
So those niggas are already predestined to get destroyed, man.
Yeah.
So then they like.
And look, ISCPK, y'all better repent, man. And y'all really should leave your hunt, man, because your hunt is leading you down that dark path.
He's a madman.
He's a madman. He's a madman. He don't know the scriptures. Okay?
No, he don't know.
Yeah, and through all the controversy, he didn't come out and do no lesson. He just lead them dudes out there.
He don't care. He's a hireling.
He don't care. He's a hireling.
Yahushua said, yeah.
Counting that money.
That's why, can I say this? That's why we can't. You know what? At the end of the day, and it's not about trying to start trouble and that. It's about defenders of the gospel.
That's right.
Yeah, because we don't hate ISCPK. We don't hate them.
Yeah, personal.
I mean,
They
we
ain't
don't
right.
like you guys. No. I said we don't hate them. I said we don't like you guys.
Well, they ain't right.
Nah, man, brother, if you go on, you gonna get got with the scriptures.
Yes, man.
Like with the wicked Pharisees and Sadducees.
And we get on you, Captain Cesar, quite a bit. You should have never went with ISCPK, brother. You should have got with GMS. But maybe you were part of the House of Saul.
Yeah.
Maybe you were part of the House of Saul in the past.
Yeah.
You know?
Really, that's love. That's love.
Yeah.
You rebuke somebody, that's love, man.
Yeah, man.
Then he said,
It depends on what house you are. If you was in the house of David back then, you're gonna be in the house of David now.
That's it.
If you was in the house of Saul back then,
You're gonna be in the
you're
house
gonna
of
be in the house of Saul right now.
That's right. That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
So you can't do nothing about it.
There's nothing you can
Nothing
do,
you can do
man.
about it, you know?
And you other Israelites out there talking about why can't we all come together?
No, we can't.
just
Because the Most High dealing with the house of David.
There's two
Give me
houses,
Amos,
man.
give me Amos, man. Not everybody's part of the house of David, man.
That's right.
Maybe the Lord
There's
said-
two
That's the answer. That's the answer. Why can't you guys get on together? Because not every Israelite is part of the house of David,
That's
man.
right. That's right.
They don't understand that.
That's right.
You want right to the point?
Go right to the point.
Amos 9:11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David.
What day?
Ooh.
Now.
Yeah.
Now.
The tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof.
What does it mean to close up the breaches?
The differences between the tribes.
Close up the breaches. No, close up the breaches mean once he gets the house of David, the jewels together.
Yep.
Anybody that want to come in, nope.
They can't come in. Nope.
This is the house of David, no more. You know.
Come.
Go ahead.
I'll close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
Build it as in the days of old, man. Bring us together. Go ahead.
That they may possess the remnant of Edom.
Now that right there, you said.
That's
Ariel
Amos.
used to say. High priest Ariel used to say, we're gonna put Esau in slavery. We are gonna do that, but that Edom right there is talking about the land.
Excuse me.
Yeah, right.
Because there's other scriptures that tell you we're gonna take that land.
Right.
So Edom is talking about the land.
The land. Yeah.
So because Esau's not gonna be there, because he's gonna be scattered among Israel and be slaves. And then he's gonna be gathered together and destroyed. So the land's gonna be there. So that's gonna be extension of the land of Judah.
Yeah.
They of the south shall possess.
Oh, right, Obadiah. Thank you,
Talking
Obadiah.
about possessing the land.
Yeah, that's it. The
Judah-
Philistines.
all
The
Judah's not gonna
Philistines.
have all Edom. Edom got destroyed.
Why was the Philistines in Israel constantly fighting? Can anybody tell me by show of hands? Why were they constantly fighting?
Because the Philistines was in our land.
They were trying to fight to keep that land.
The land, exactly.
You know, because they had the land in the beginning. Really, the Canaanites had the land.
That's right. That's right.
But that's what I
The
was saying.
Philistines were coming
Going back to the
Yeah, basically, technically, we took their land.
But it was our land.
But it was our land.
Right, because
But in their
Abraham-
minds, technically, it was their land.
Yep,
One
yep.
time, never mind.
No, go ahead. No.
No, didn't Abraham, though, prior to that, he sojourned there, or he,
Yeah, he did.
Right.
He did. He stayed.
Abraham-
You talking about in Israel?
Yeah, he went from Ur to Chaldees.
Yeah, and he went over
to
there.
Haran, down into Egypt, past
Right.
Canaan,
so
and then
technically,
Egypt, and he
was,
came back.
No, he was
It
there.
was all set in the spirit.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
the Lord was telling them, look around.
Look around,
Remember,
right?
the Canaanites,
He seen
the Canaanites was living over there. They was over there living, doing their thing. And he said, look around. I'm giving you all of this.
Right,
That's
right,
right.
right.
You know,
Abraham and his descendants.
until they're fulfilled. They're
Right, they finished all their
Right.
odious works. Yeah.
Odious works.
Yeah, right.
I got a quick precept to back up that Amos. Matthew 13:47. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind, which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. So shall it be at the end of the world. The angel shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. They shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth.
And the wicked are Israelites too. You know?
Yeah.
Go ahead, keep reading the bar.
Amos 9:12. That they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen.
The heathen mean all the lands. The word heathen means a people, but it also means land. That's where you get the word heath from. It's a plant in the desert. Go ahead.
Which are called by my name, saith the Lord that doeth this.
That's it, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I got another
There's
one.
something on Abraham if you want it.
Can I read this real quick?
No, go ahead.
But you're going to go to Genesis 15. Right, but no, good. I was thinking about that one. Yep.
I got it.
Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 3:12. Now, if any man build upon this foundation, gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble, every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is. If any man's work abide, which he had built, thereupon he shall receive a reward. And if any man's work shall be burnt, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire. So that's pretty much it.
And you know what that's talking about in a nutshell? If brothers came under you as a fruit and he falls off, that's all right.
Yeah.
You still gonna be saved. You know? But the ones that remain under your fruit, you're gonna get a bigger reward.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Isaiah also, and I think it's Isaiah 49, the Lord said, though Israel be not gathered, yet you still receive your reward. That's right. Oh, that's what you got?
No, yeah, Isaiah 49:5. Right?
Yeah.
That's one. That's another reason why John the Baptist he brought many Israelites back to the Most High unto repentance.
Yeah.
Well, the important part that he brought, the fulfillment of when you go to Malachi 4, that's talking about Abba.
Yeah.
When you go to Malachi 3, that's talking about John the Baptist.
Yeah.
If you go to Malachi 3, yep, that's the 2 times.
It's heavy.
You know? Because it said the first time, it said, are you alive? He said, no. Why didn't he know? Because the Most High didn't give it to him. Former things, have no remembrance.
Right.
And then he said, are you that prophet? He said, no. He said, then who are you? He said, I am one crying in the wilderness, preparing you the way. So that's what he did. We got how shot. He wasn't supposed to, see, John the Baptist didn't follow the Lord. He wasn't supposed to follow him. He was supposed to be like you do a show, right? James Brown would do his show, right? And you know what opened for him? What's that group from England? The Mick Jagger and them?
Rolling Stones.
They would open up for him, you know?
Yeah, the Stones.
You got the undercard.
So that's what John was.
And just like you have the chef that's cooking a meal, you have the sous chef that prepares the ingredients for the chef, but the sous chef doesn't cook the meal. The chef does it. He just prepares all the ingredients for it.
And then the chef comes in
and cooks it.
If I may say, that's why he said, he said, I baptize you with water, but the one that comes after me baptizes you with fire. Because John, the water that represented the washing away the sins, come back to repentance. But they had to believe on Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai brought the fire, which was the Holy Spirit, because the fire purges you. So you got to be purged.
Then with that scripture, John the Baptist was teaching about Yahweh Shai. He said he's gonna baptize you with fire. Then Yahweh Shai said, he that is not against me could likely speak evil of me.
Right.
And and also when Paul went on his journeys, it was I think it was Apollos, right, from Alexandria, and then I forgot the other guy in Ephesus, Aquila, which they heard of John the Baptist, but they didn't know about Yahweh Shai because they heard about the baptism because his fame kind of spread.
The scripture said they repented at the baptism of John. Right.
Yeah, he was a man of the Lord, man.
But then Paul preached to them about Yahweh Shai, the Holy Spirit. So it was kind of like a segue.
Which the baptism of John was the baptism of Yahweh Shai. He just baptized with water. Which was symbolic of Ephesians 5:26. The washing of water by what? By the word.
Well, same thing happened with the eunuch, the Ethiopian eunuch, and Philip. And he knew. I think he was reading in Isaiah, and he kind of knew. He knew of the scriptures and stuff. But concerning Yahweh Shai, he didn't have no understanding. So the Lord sent Philip to break it down even further. I think it said so that he could
he understands what thou readest.
Right, but get a better understanding. So I forget how it quoted.
Because he was reading Isaiah 53.
Right.
Isaiah 53 was talking about Yahweh Shai. But he didn't know who it was talking about.
Exactly. And then after, I believe Philip baptized him, and then the Spirit, the Spirit took him and
well, the scriptures say Philip began with that scripture and taught him about Yahweh Shai. He started with the very scripture the eunuch was reading, which is Isaiah 53.
For John truly baptized with water, but he should be baptized by fire and by the Holy Spirit.
John the Baptist did what he was supposed to do, pursuant to prophecy. All right, and for you guys at the ISUPK to teach otherwise, the Spirit of the Most High is not dealing with you guys. Period. You just faking it, man. And then you got the nerve to call us fake Israelites. Y'all are fake Israelites. Y'all gonna have a fake ass Passover too. Let any nigga come from off the street, man.
That's a night of club spanking. I got a precept for you, Papa. You guys are going off.
You guys are clearly going off, man.
Oh, that's that scripture. What is that? Isaiah 66, like your Passover. He that sacrificeth as if he cut off a dog's neck. That's what you're.
That's a commercial. That's a commercial. That's why we didn't go to your Passover, man. We get kicked out. Can you imagine just going to the Passover, to their Passover?
Oh boy.
They'll be look. Give me the mic. Boop 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 boop. Yeah, man. Fuck out. You know how much turmoil will happen at that Passover, man? How many fights will break out? But first of all, as soon as I come in. With my men. As soon as we come in there, people are gonna be flocking to us, asking us questions, man. You know what I'm saying? Then the argument's gonna break out. Then it's gonna be all ruckus and shit. All kind of shit is gonna go off. I might just start cursing Johanna. Remember this when you did that to this guy?
Because you ain't squeaky clean, Johanna.
That's it. And then what you're gonna hear is boop, 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 boop. Yes, I want to make a special announcement. GMS, you can get the fuck out of here, man. About $100. You forfeited that. Because you got to pay $100 to get up in there.
You forfeited that. He did a video where they're talking about the Passover. He kept putting up the monocle.
Well, you know what? When I saw it, it could have been a hand thing because they caught me out there with the. Because I'm gonna give him the benefit of the.
You did it a few times though.
But you know what? I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. But that John the Baptist thing, we don't need to get you in the connection. That John the Baptist thing, man. You better You the head of that shit, right? And let me say this too. Yohanan thinks he's King David.
Yeah, he do.
Because he's saying everybody got to come up under him.
Yeah.
Pursuant to the scriptures, who are we going to come up under?
Yeah.
King David. King David, man. So just come out and say you King David.
Yeah,
Just start saying you King David, man.
Yeah. And God said he was
But
a
you might
Joshua.
think, wait a minute, the guy say, I know this gonna sound cultish, but I'm General Yohana's creation.
Who said that?
Yeah, the dude that said that John the Baptist is just Scotch. With John the Baptist is whatever I want him to be. You seen that dude?
Well, they don't know.
He said, I'm General Yohana's
Like a Harak Gadget.
He's making them bow down to him.
He said, that's my Lord, and I bow down to him.
That's crazy.
If y'all don't flee from that ISUPK,
That's like, what?
you flee like rats fleeing from a sinking ship. So that ship is gonna go down. What you want it? You know what I'm saying?
The blind.
I'm just telling you, y'all don't got the truth, man.
Because to be the man that trusts up in man.
Quick precept, 1 Corinthians 15:33 and 34. Be not deceived, evil communications corrupt good manners. Awake to righteousness and sin not, for some have not the knowledge of the Heavenly Father. I speak this to your shame.
You don't know what's going on. You don't know the blueprint. You know, you playing for a particular NFL team, and they give you the blueprint. They forget to give it to the quarterback. The play ain't gonna work.
Right.
So the Most High didn't give you the playbook. You don't got the playbook, man. You're doing what you want to do.
I got a precept.
The only ones that have 100% truth is GMS, and all the camps know that. IUIC, ISUPK, all of them, man. They all know that, man. They all know that we got the 100% truth. Go ahead.
Precept, this is 2 Timothy 4:3. It says, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
Yeah, because saying that John is not right, that's not sound doctrine, man.
Yeah, the opposite of sound is crazy.
Yeah, sound.
Okay, I know, but if you sound,
It's not logical. Don't make it
right, and you're crazy.
It's nuts.
It says, it's nuts. It says, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables. And that's exactly what Johanna and them are doing. Because no matter how you can stay, and that's why technically you're supposed to leave them niggas alone, because the Most High set them up for their own destruction.
Yeah.
Because the Most High set them up so that wicked niggas go to it's like a roach motel, man. So that all the roaches go there and then they just die.
Why do you think there's so many different camps with so many different doctrines? Because the Most High's set trapping you. Those are traps.
They're traps.
Yeah.
Those are traps.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
technically they doing what the Most High set them up to do.
What the scriptures say, let their table become a snare, and that which shall be for their wealth, let it become a trap.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so what is the wealth? It's the scriptures.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Apostle Paul said, if they preach another gospel, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
right.
if there be anybody in GMS teaching that bullshit, then we gotta come.
Believe me, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We already found out. We would have been caught that nigga.
And it's spiritual too, right? And I got Amos the 5th chapter, because like you said, it's all spiritual. It's not personal. But they get mad at us, right? So this Amos 5 and 10. And this is how they felt towards John the Baptist. All right? They how they felt towards the Lord, Yahweh Shai, the disciples. When you read about the men of the Lord, that's why they died brutal deaths. Because people hated the fact that they were telling them the truth. They couldn't take the truth. Exactly. Right? And most of the people were too.
Speaking about brutal deaths, Peter and Paul and the others, they were killed by Nero.
James.
Killed by Nero. And you know Nero's here right now.
That's right. Yeah, he's back.
You know what this guy's talking about? He said he ain't gonna leave. He's a king.
Yeah.
He said that. He actually said that. He said he ain't planning on leaving.
No, I ain't surprised.
In other words, there's not gonna be no more president. He gonna be the president until he dies.
Yeah. Now
He got his whole family up there in the cabinet.
And they're doing, I think they're doing construction and everything. They're doing shit. They trying to say
That's fucking Nero, man.
Yeah.
Oh, in the White House.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Obama, or whatever her name is.
And you know what? Truth be told, you know, you be watching. You gotta start watching Nero. Because you kind of start liking him, you know.
Yeah.
No. You kind of like him as the devil, you know, he's like a likable devil.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, they had the two black women doing the Angel Mama shit.
Oh, yeah.
You saw that shit? Y'all saw that?
The two
Angel Mamas.
Oh, I'm too big. I know the
two
two
runaway
bitches.
slaves.
Yeah, they
Two
were
runaway slaves. And he was behind it like,
Yep.
That's fucking Nero, man.
yeah, man,
That's Nero.
yeah, man.
And you know why? You know, Nero burnt down Rome and blamed it on the Israelites.
Yeah.
But you know why he did that, right? So he could expand it. He wanted to burn it down, and he wanted to expand it. That's also in the Apocrypha. That's in what is that? Second Ezra, the 12th chapter, 11 in the 12th chapter, where it speaks about that fire. The eagle was on fire. That was talking about Rome. And the ones that rebuilt it was the Flavian dynasty. The first public work that they built. I'm getting your spirit now. The first public work that they built was it was called the Flavian Amphitheater, which is known today as the Colosseum. You know? It was named after them. You know, Josephus, Flavius Josephus. That's not his real name. Right. That was a slave name. That was the name of the family of the Flavian dynasty.
Because he got hooked up with Vespasian. Vespasian was gonna whack him, but he
put him in slavery. Right. But then he started liking him.
Yep.
And they allowed him to. We're gonna kill you. You as historian. We respect you and shit. But his real name was Masasawa. He's from the tribe of Judah. But that name that he had was his government name.
Right.
You know?
That was that name that they gave him.
And he documented everything.
And that's how we know about certain things that happened back then, because the scriptures.
See, the Most High was working with that dude. The Most High was working with Josephus, man. There's a lot of when 70 AD took place, you know what he recorded? That the sky was filled with UFOs for a certain amount of time. And that happened during the time of Maccabees in Antiochus the Fourth. You know?
Gun. Which now it's a lot of chariots. Every time there's going to be a great thing in the history about to go down, the chariots are always come here. Yeah, man. Lately, them chariots been.
And I'm gonna tell you something else. You had a lot of Edomites fighting on the side of Judah.
Oh yeah, that's right. During that time.
But now, do you know why? Why were they fighting side by side with Judah? It's easy, brother. It's easy. If I tell you, you're gonna say, "Damn, I should have." Why were they fighting side by side with Judah? Because they were taught by Hyrcanus that they were the Jews. Right. And remember, Herod and them, they wanted to be Jews. The thing was for Edomites to be Jews. We want to be the Jews. And that's why John the Baptist cursed them out. Right. Why did he curse him out? He said, "Look, you're going around saying you're a Jew, but you're committing adultery with your brother's wife." With your brother's wife. And that Herod fed John, man.
That's why he got him.
He knew that John was a prophet, man.
Well, you know, Herod didn't want to put him to death.
Oh, hell no.
That bitch.
Yeah. Which probably was the black woman.
Oh yeah. That was Oprah.
Yeah.
That's
another Jew.
Or Diana Ross.
Elijah. What's her name? Jezebel wanted to put him to death. Yeah. And he didn't give a fuck where you were. He cursed out Ahab. That was open. That's true. And John the Baptist cursed out Herod.
But he got scared. He did get scared for his life.
Yeah, he ran for his life.
Well, Elijah, that's another reason ISUPK wouldn't allow him. If Elijah came back, I am Elijah, and I'm here to join ISUPK. ISUPK said you can't come because you're a coward. Yep. You ran from Jezebel.
Yeah.
Oh, Yahweh Shai ran from those Pharisees. So Yahweh Shai couldn't be part of ISUPK.
Yeah.
You know? King David couldn't be a part of. And then that King David, he fled from Saul, and he fled from the Philistines, man.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
From Absalom.
That's right.
So David did some cowardly shit.
Yeah, right.
So David couldn't be a part of the ISUPK.
Oh, Paul being let down in the basket.
Yep, that's an cowardly act.
That's right. Oh, yeah, you guys, they got the Eli's and the swords from Eli's and you guys are just top warriors.
Look, but this is what the scriptures say, man. It says we are sheep in the midst of wolves.
Yes.
What is a sheep? A sheep is a docile creature that pretty much any animal can fuck up.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? A lion jump on a sheep. That's it, man. So that's who we are. We're vulnerable, man. Esau got the power. We ain't got no goddamn power, man. Esau got the power.
That's
Go ahead, Doc.
Isaiah 41:14. Said, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob, even of Israel, I will help thee."
That's
Worm
right.
is defenseless.
That's right.
So
That's right.
we need the help of the Most High. That's
That's right,
the
man.
thing that's gonna save us.
right.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
That's what we waiting for, man. Because you got another reason why we don't get with other camps. You got camps talking about we won't go head to head with Esau. Nigga, you know what? When that shit happen, brother, we gonna be making videos how you got put to death, man.
Yeah.
You better not think about getting. You better not think of. Hey, you better read. You better read Revelation 6 about the red horse.
Yep.
The red horse wasn't playing back then, and they damn sure ain't playing now, man.
Back at that time,
He getting ready to quarantine the whole fucking planet, man.
Yeah.
He better not the
Yeah, that's
Look,
right.
look at what's that movie? The first Purge, the drone. I just came down and took them niggas out in 2 seconds.
Yep.
2 seconds.
Yep.
You can't fight that.
Esau don't
think that's
let
the
you know
second.
what he
That was
got,
the
man.
Yeah.
And that's the top.
Yeah, he better-
Esau don't let you know what he got.
Yeah, they
He
gonna
got
catch you out.
shit that he show you in the movies.
Yeah.
The Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, one of the movies, 6 Day Eraser.
Eraser.
They were using the special guns and shit.
Yeah.
And I was telling people, I said, look, Esau got that shit. Because Esau wouldn't show you that in the movies. You know?
Thermal technology.
Yeah,
20 years ago on the History Channel, you had a general said, "We got shit to make George Lucas' head spin around." 20 years ago.
Well, they had that video with the robots. Esau had them on display. You fired the robot.
Terminated.
Yeah, you fired the robot.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they got it. They call it Fredo, and Fredo could drive a car and shoot a gun.
Yeah.
They got terminated. They got straight up terminated.
So, yo, they show them. And, what's that group out of Boston Instruments?
Oh, Boston Dynamics. Yep.
They make robots that look like fucking pit bulls. Robots that look like fucking humans.
Oh, hell yeah.
Huh.
You know?
So they got it.
They got it. They got
Yeah,
it.
they got them in the water, fish, snakes, everything. Butterflies that's weaponized. Butterfly robots.
They got fucking mosquitoes that are really fucking mechanical.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
DARPA.
They're the ones that
They make all those things.
That's it,
I
man.
got something real quick.
Go ahead. And we're going to close it.
This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. But thou, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
That's it. So we're in that time. We're in that time, man.
Yeah. And knowledge shall, and that scripture, knowledge shall be increased. You little new young niggas coming up, well, we know more than the elders and them. You know, just dealing with us. You know, you little rodents.
What happened with
The first thing about wisdom is discipline, man.
That's right.
You know, you're supposed to never forget, you know, the scriptures tell you never forget your teachers or who you learned the truth from.
That's right. Well, Paul
So,
said,
so if you sit up there and talk about you know more than this and you better than this, you out of your mind. You lack self-discipline, man.
that's right.
The scriptures say the more greater the art, the more humble thyself. You know, so hey, but it's beautiful because hey, the scriptures say every tree that my father have not planted should be rooted up. You know, so the Lord gonna get rid of everybody. So really, everybody's in their lot. You know, and the Lord is gonna make it manifest who his men are.
That's it.
You
I got
know,
one for you for humility. Proverbs 22:4. It says, "By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life."
Ooh.
yeah. Ooh, and that's the thing with these little niggas, man. They don't know about no damn honor. They don't have no fucking respect.
No.
You know, you take the Most High, gonna honor them. These niggas are a bunch of wild
I did a
animals,
video
man.
the other day.
The crack babies. This is the crack baby generation.
I did a video the other day. I forget the name because the spirit jumped on me, do 2 videos a day or whatever. And I said in the video that when the Most High delivered us out of so-called Egypt, we went into the wilderness, right? And all that time, 40 years, you know what the Most High was busy doing? He was killing them off. He made it, right?
Right.
So I said, this time the Most High ain't gonna do that. He's not gonna go to that trouble of saving a whole bunch of beaming up niggas.
Right.
You know, beaming up gremlins in order for us to kill them.
Yeah.
Just kill them now.
Killing them
Kill
now.
them now.
Yeah,
The Most High gonna destroy them now.
Yep.
And then he's only gonna build beam up the ones that are the elect, and he's gonna change them. And he's gonna make them perfect. Most High gonna do it easy this time.
Jeremiah
But
15
you
and 1.
already knew, you know, what's gonna happen. Go ahead.
Oh, Jeremiah 15 and 1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, Yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, such are for death to death.
There you go.
And such are for the sword to the sword.
And you know that, so like there's one where it says if Job and Daniel or something like that were here, they would not save but their own souls. You know, so it goes along with that, you know.
Good. It says, such are for the famine to the famine, and such as for the captivity to the captivity. So like,
I got something real quick for these ungrateful Negroes.
And we're gonna close on this.
All right, this is Ecclesiastes 13, 19 and 20. It says, as the wild ass is, the lions prey in the wilderness, so the rich eat up the poor. As the proud hate humility, so does the rich abhor the poor.
Can
So
I read this? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Ezekiel 14:14. Though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were in it, they should deliver but their own souls by their righteousness, saith the Lord power. And in the verse further down said that they wouldn't even be able to deliver their own sons and daughters.
Right.
Just themselves. That's how wicked Jake became.
Yeah, man, shit.
that's his generation.
Yeah, man, it's false.
And well, the Most High gonna have a little mercy because he said, ye and your house shall be saved.
Yeah, God.
You know, you can have an unbelieving wife, a woman,
Yeah,
and she can be saved.
yeah, God.
When all hell breaks loose, she gonna believe anything.
But they gonna jump in all man. Yeah. Because these women, they eat pork, they smoke cigarettes, and whatever. But the Lord's they gonna jump in order when that time comes.
Oh yeah.
When they actually see the prophecies.
In the day of thy
They
power.
ain't gonna be talking shit to you no more. No more mouthing off.
And how?
Yeah.
Anyway, with that,
Science.
we're gonna say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.